Hi, I'm Hudson and I'm a game designer. Phasmophobia is a four-player cooperative horror game developed by Kinetic Games. You'll bring equipment into various locations and gather evidence to determine what kind of ghost is haunting the grounds. Gameplay can be distilled down to bringing different devices in and out of a house until you check enough boxes. You'll earn money, which you'll spend to buy and upgrade additional equipment. It's an interesting concept for a game. Unfortunately, it's been poorly executed. In its present state, the game is a cheap asset flip that only became popular because content creators played it a few times. It's buggy, unstable, and repetitive. Every aspect of the game has problems that I'd expect to have been resolved after 6 years of development. Controls are clunky, unresponsive, and frustrating. Menus are difficult to read and navigate. Character models are ugly and broken and environments are poorly stitched together mostly from pre-made store-bought assets. Many of the ghosts are iconic and have unique themes and mechanics. Some examples include the Shade, which won't be active unless you're out of the room, the Obake, which will skulk around, leaving behind malformed handprints that it will try to hide, the Goryo, which appears on dots but only through a camera when no one is around, and the Oni, which is aggressively territorial and becomes more active when anyone is near it. But in addition to these well designed ghosts, there are also several filler ghosts that aren't necessary. They don't do anything interesting and they serve no mechanical purpose. For example, the Diane gets angry when players walk near her too much. That's stupid. And the developers haven't even added the achievements for these new ghosts either. So why are you adding more content if it's not finished? During contracts, you'll find different kinds of evidence depending on what difficulty you're on and what ghost you get. But once you get a type of evidence, you can just throw that equipment on the ground because you're done with it. That equipment will never be relevant again for the duration of the contract. Additionally, there are limits as to how many times you can gather media like photos, videos, and audio recordings. If you delete too many, you can't delete any more. You're stuck with what you have. This means that you'll be constantly checking media to see what other investigators have gathered, and it also punishes players for doing exactly what the whole game is about, gathering evidence. My biggest problem with the game, among many, is the sanity mechanic. Players have sanity, which depletes when something scary happens, or when they're standing in the dark, because I guess the dark is scary. And the ghost can only hunt when average sanity is below a designated threshold. But this means that the ghost will never hunt unless sanity is low enough. The ghost is either completely passive or constantly up your ass. There is no in between. This completely eliminates all tension and makes gameplay predictable. The player's actions don't have any effect on the ghost's aggression or behavior. And if the ghost does catch you, it will instantly kill you. And when you die, you lose positive reward multipliers and gain a negative one, which means you not only lose your bonus money and experience, but you earn even less. This penalty for dying is ridiculous and excessive. You may as well just get nothing at all. When I'm being chased, I'm angry instead of excited because I know that if I die, I'll lose everything. And all of my time invested into the contract is wasted. Whenever you complete a contract, you'll be rewarded with money and experience. Money can be spent to buy and upgrade items, and experience increases your level, allowing you to buy more equipment and better upgrades. When you reach level 100, you'll have the option to Prestige, which resets your level to 0 and takes away all of your items and upgrades. It's a terrible system perpetuated by lazy developers to inflate playtime in a game that lacks content. The developers recently released an update that added character customization, but they snuck in other changes that completely changed the game and ruined what few aspects of it that were tolerable. Character customization is a complete joke. It looks like a new developer's first attempt. It lacks options, it's ugly, and it's broken. Absolutely no effort or dignity was invested into it at all. It's insulting to players and it's embarrassing for the developers. Kinetic Games kind of apologized for this update, but they've done absolutely nothing to remedy their mistake. They haven't retracted the update, and they haven't fixed any of the problems that it introduced. I also believe that regardless of whether or not a game is in early access, if a product that I paid for changes significantly from the state that it was in when I bought it, I'm entitled to a refund. Imagine if you bought a movie in English and widescreen and then 6 months later it became Japanese in 3D. This version of Phasmophobia is not what I paid for. The developers are lazy and they have absolutely no idea what they're doing. After 6 years of development and so many copies sold, I expect a better product. Get your shit together. Those are my thoughts on Phasmophobia. I don't think I'll ever play this game again. Hopefully, the developers will take their heads out of their asses. Time will tell. Thank you for watching this video. Consider a like and subscribe. I'm Hudson, and I'll see you next time.